Hey everyone, and welcome to what's probably going to be a bit of a clumsy video. Of the 1,200 or 1,300 videos that I've created on YouTube so far over the past 3 years since I started my journey on this platform, 3 of them have been about movies. This is the 4th. So I am not a movie expert reviewer by any means. I watch a lot of movies, watch a lot of Netflix, I watch a lot of series, and I don't go to the movies that much anymore. It's just it's too expensive. I mean, $15 for a pop and a popcorn. It's getting ridiculous. So most of the movie content that I watch is either Netflix or Disney Plus or the Apple Plus or the Apple whatever streaming service. It's all digital basically on the internet. So I'm not the biggest moviegoer, but I watch a lot of stuff. So with that said, I decided to give this movie a go. The movie's called Uncut Gems, if you can't tell by the title of this video. The reason I decided to make a review of this video or share my thoughts isn't necessarily because I think I'm right. I think I'm in the majority. I think a lot of people like this movie, and I do not. In fact, it is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, and that's why I'm making a video about it. I expect you to disagree with me. I actually welcome it. I like to hear other people's opinions, and please, if you do disagree, share your disagreements in your comments down below in the comment section. I'll just ask that just be respectful towards me. I'm not going to be rude towards anyone who disagrees with me. There's no reason to be rude. Everyone's allowed their own opinion. It's a movie review. It's completely subjective. So I'm going to try not to give any spoilers in this video because I know that people are going to watch this without seeing the video without seeing the movie first. So maybe if I do any spoilers, I'll try to keep them to the end. So basically, the movie Uncut Gems is about a Jewish man in New York City, and he owns a jewelry shop, and he wheels and deals and makes a lot of different sales, I guess, and he's addicted to betting as well, sports betting, specifically on basketball. So someone will come in and they'll give him an item as collateral, and he'll use that item to trade for a front of money, and then he'll take that money and go bet. And then if he wins, he'll buy the thing back, and then it's just addiction, right? Addiction to betting. The story is actually pretty interesting. It's based on a unique opal that's found in an Ethiopian mine, which the main character Howard, played by Adam Sandler, purchases and brings to America to then sell at auction. Now, I can't really tell you much else other than that without giving too much away, but Kevin Garnett, who's a basketball player, also stars in the movie, and he plays the main buyer of the opal, and things get complicated, and there's back and forth throughout the whole movie between the two, and the people on both, like, Kevin Garnett has this like sidekick guy who's friends with Adam Sandler, and he brings like really famous clientele into Adam Sandler's store or Howard's store to get them to give him business, and he makes money. So it's a give and take relationship. So this other guy is also in the movie quite a bit. His name escapes me. This was directed by the Safdie brothers, I guess. I'm not really familiar with them. Usually Adam Sandler stars in his own movies, Happy Madison Production, his own production company, but this is a bit of an outlier for him. And I will generally say I am not an Adam Sandler fan at all. Like, at all. I actually don't like Adam Sandler. I dislike Adam Sandler in most of his movies. My dislike for this movie has nothing to do with Adam Sandler. In fact, he played the role exactly like he should have based on the script. My problem with the movie is the script itself, is the direction, I'm blaming the directors, basically, for this movie. I'm an introvert. I'm quite quiet. I don't really like big, noisy groups and crowds and all this other stuff. I avoid that as much as I can, unless it's a hockey game. But this movie, and I think that maybe that's where people are going to disagree, and it has to do with the person's personality versus really their view of movies in general. You're gonna have people who are raised in big families, big loud families, and are extroverts and stuff, and I'm the opposite of that. So what I'm getting at is this movie is an overload of yelling and screaming over top of each other. The music is way too loud. I don't know who did the score, but it's way too loud. In the majority of the scenes, you can barely hear the dialogue between the characters. And not only is it too loud, it's out of place. The music doesn't really match the scene or the feel or the emotion of what's going on, so it's really frustrating. I can't blame any of the actors or the actresses. In fact, I thought they all did a really good job. Kevin Garnett was awesome. I really liked him. Adam Sandler he was really good at his role, but he was supposed to be the loud, obnoxious sociopath that was addicted to gambling. It was just, that's the kind of world and business that they live in. They're yelling back and forth to each other, and everyone's talking over each other. That's just part of who he is, or that culture is, or like he's part of a jewelry store, and there's a lot of back and forth and yelling and trying to make deals and stuff. So maybe that's typical of how that actually goes in real life. I don't know. I don't buy jewelry, and I don't live in New York, and I'm not surrounded by those type of people, so I don't know. But it was exhausting. I found it exhausting. I get about 3 to 5 headaches a year, and this movie literally gave me a headache by the end of it. I actually considered stopping the movie halfway through because I hated it so much, and I've never done that before. I don't even know if I've even thought that before. There was one movie that I almost walked out on, and that was Ali back in 2001 or whatever. I hated that movie, but I'm kind of OCD, and if I'm going to start something, I need to finish it. So I did finish the movie. I watched the entire thing, but I contemplated stopping it. That's how much I hated it. It was just filled with irrational decisions that didn't make sense by most of the characters, like just completely illogical decisions. And I think the point of the movie was to kind of frustrate you, or was to not give you that mental rest. Like in a lot of movies, you'll have an arc or a peak, and it's exciting, and then you have a lull where it's more character building and it's slow and it's methodical, and then it kind of rises up. This movie peaks and just stays at peak. It's just an onslaught of yelling, and I think a lot of people were on the edge of their seat because it is that type of movie, and intentionally that type of movie. It wants you to be on the edge of your seat the entire time. But I don't want to be in my seat the entire time. I don't want to be bombarded by yelling and screaming, and it was emotionally exhausting. But some people are praising the movie for that. It was a roller coaster. It was 2 hours of nonstop stress and excitement, and it's just not for me. It doesn't match my personality. I can't stand it. If I was part of a family that was just constantly talking over each other and just whatever, I would lose my mind. I'd walk out. I can't take it. I went to eat at a local establishment here in Fredericton, New Brunswick, and they put me in the top room, which is the party room, and there was a party table there, and they're all teachers, and they were just yelling back and forth. It was a birthday party or whatever, and I couldn't even have a conversation with the person that I was with for 40 minutes because of just other people being loud. And like I said, I'm an introvert, so the loud noises and just yelling and screaming just drive me crazy. So my distaste for the movie doesn't really have anything to do with the storyline, doesn't really have anything to do with the actors. It doesn't have anything to do with the ending and how the movie ended. Like, a lot of people watch a movie and the ending will suck, and they're like, well, I hate that movie based on the ending. No, I had no problem with the ending. It was a little weird, but whatever. My entire distaste of the movie is the just onslaught of yelling and screaming, and I blame the directors. So I can't blame Adam Sandler. I can't blame Kevin Garnett or anyone else who acted in the movie. Just really frustrating. So with that being said, and I know I said it earlier in the movie or in this video, people are going to disagree with me. I know people are going to disagree with me because they've already disagreed with me on Twitter on a tweet that I sent out, and I've read on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes that there's a lot of people who really enjoy this movie. Something I did notice is that there's no middle ground. Either you love this movie or you hate this movie. It was either 5 stars or it was 0 stars or 1 star. I've never seen a divide in a movie like this before, reading reviews online. My opinion really means nothing. Like I said, I think most people would have the opposite opinion of me. So what I'm asking is, if you have the time, comment on this video and tell me how you feel about this movie. If you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, then why are you watching this video this far and go watch the movie and come back and comment. But I'd really like to know how you guys feel about this movie. Did you like it? If you did like it, what specifically did you like about it? If you didn't like it, what didn't you like it other than maybe some things that I said? Or if you agree with me, then I guess you can just say that you agree with me, and that will make me feel better. But yeah, a little bit of a clumsy video, but I just wanted to kind of get my feelings out there. It was so emotionally exhausting and stressful to me that I just need to release that energy back, and I think kind of talking about it is a bit therapeutic for me. So thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you'd like me to do video styles like this where I talk about a series or a movie or something like that, please let me know. I'd be happy to do it. Like I said at the beginning, I watch lots of series, I watch lots of movies, so could be something that I could do in the future a little bit more regularly. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you can hit the subscribe button down below for lots of sports content, lots of geography trivia, and some random stuff along the way. So hope you have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Adios.